What's up, my beautiful people? Exile451 here with yet another daily dose of Reddit Happy, going back into r/self-improvement today. So, let's get to it. Our first post comes from user Centipede with a mouth. I stopped my weird attention-seeking behavior and trying to get everyone's approval. My relationships improved and now I have friends. Shocker. Attention-seeking is something I've continuously struggled with, and it wasn't until recently that I've noticed people want to be around me for the first time in years. Before, I was avoided quite a bit. I think it's cause my way of getting attention back then was telling some random person at the party a sob story about myself, always exaggerated of course, cause why the freak not, or generally talking too much. After some reflection, I realized that I made people uncomfortable. People don't want to hear about your personal problems at afternoon tea. It's weird. If that didn't work, I tried to be funny, which never worked out and resulted in people not taking me seriously. It didn't help that talking to my family about my problems is like trying to communicate telepathically with a frog. I love them, but they have the emotive power of a feral cat in heat, so I was really screwed in the emotional support department. From there, I went on a eat, pray, love, find yourself trip to the Middle East for a few months doing archaeology, and I realized that I didn't love who I really was. Because what other explanation is there really? I proceeded to read every self-help book I could get on PDF, and from there, made some hard adjustments that took another year to finally sink in. In short, I just learned to shut my mouth and work on my personal trauma nonsense, which is a whole other post. In my own time, which is much harder than spilling your guts, let me tell ya. 'Twas a lot of reading and people telling me how annoying I was. Now people ask about me for once and want to be around me. I have a partner for the first time in years, and I have work and actual friends. It's amazing how one behavior change can transform your entire life. Keep on improving, everyone. Well, it's true. One behavior change can transform your entire life, like you said, and look how far your life has come. But I think you came across a really kind of profound insight in just how important it is to be able to at least like, if not flat out love the person that you are. Everyone's imperfect, we all have our faults, yes, but if we can't love ourselves, then how on earth is it going to be possible for us to let others show any concern, care, love, affection, whatever you want, towards us as well? More to the point, how do we even know how to receive that? Yeah, sometimes dealing with your own trauma, your own pain can suck, especially if you have to kind of internalize it, you can't vocalize it when it really is the easier path to go through, but when you do, it does generally turn out for the best. So thank you so much for sharing this post. I really hope you're doing better with wherever you're at right now in life, and wherever you are at, I do wish you the best. Our next post is from user Floofy Ticklebum. But first, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you can get more of your daily dose of Reddit Happy. Also, go ahead and check out the channel at the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon links in the description below. It's a really huge difference. Make your bed after you wake up. Leaves you something nice to come home to. Wake up early enough to make yourself a good breakfast and a cup of coffee or tea. It gives you a head start on the day. It's like a little accomplishment for the bullcrap to come. Go to work and try to be a halfway decent human being along the way. That's not much to ask. Laugh at the stupid jokes you already know the punchline for. Try to refrain from calling out the person being a complete idiot for being a complete idiot. We've all been there. Maybe do it tomorrow though. Work hard. Whatever it is you do a dang good job at it, but keep in mind, you were always looking for a job when you found this one. Never let an employer keep you down. At the end of the day, your employer will look at you as valuable or not. Be a valuable person. Take your lunch break. Take that 30 minutes. Take that me time. Why? I couldn't care less. That's you time. None of my business. Just enjoy your sandwich, listen to your music, read a chapter in that novel you've been putting off, do some self-reflection, or spare a moment with your divine. Take that time for whatever reason. It's important. Ride out the rest of your day. Don't get caught up in drama. Shrug your shoulders and go about your business. Come home to the things you value most, the reasons you wake up, the things that drive you. Show them love, share a meal, share a thought, sleep peacefully in your bed, the bed you made. Rinse and repeat. Find a routine, but continue growing. Well, a bit more of an advice piece than an actual story, but definitely relevant and poignant in today's world. Maybe not quite as much with so many people in this social isolation, self-quarantine type of approach that we're seeing right now, but still there's a lot of relevant, useful things here. Keeping in mind the things that are really important, doing those things that establish a routine that make you feel like you've accomplished something at the end of the day, and realizing your worth and value. All that is important. Not to mention taking enough time to slow down and do those things. It's nice to have someone step out and remind you of that every once in a while. So, OP, thank you so much for sharing the post, and wherever you're at, I really do wish you the best. Our next post is from user AB Facilitation. If you are stuck, empty, unhappy, have a lack of motivation, feel like things aren't going your way, use this checklist first. I don't know if similar things have been said in comments, but I want to make a checklist for people to refer to. Firstly, be open to the fact that sometimes we can have a chemical imbalance or hormonal imbalance that is making us feel this way, and that is an avenue to explore. The way we logically find out is by trying everything else and ruling it out in a process of elimination. If you still feel the same, then you should seek professional help. Generally, there are reasons for all our emotions. We have evolved emotions to give us messages and instructions on how to act. Taken very simply, there is a trigger event or thing causing your emotion. This trigger can be in your environment, other people, or thoughts in your head. If there is a reason why we feel and act the way we do, then we need to discover the source. Before we can build healthy habits or change unhelpful behaviors, we need to know what's causing them. Like finding and plugging the hole in a flooded wooden boat instead of bailing the water out with a bucket. We can get bogged down and struggle under the weight of the size of the bucket needed to keep us afloat. Sometimes, if we plug the hole, we realize that our safety bucket does not have to be that big and life feels easier. There are some starting points to investigating this feeling you have. Here's the checklist. It can be helpful to rate each one from 1 to 5 with how complete or present they are in your life at the moment. 1 being non-existent, 5 being present and complete. Content at your job/school? Feel a reason to get up in the morning? Have a plan for the next few years? Doing things that keep you busy and happy at the same time? Peaceful mind? Rational mind? Positive, healthy relationships and support around you? Dealing with problems in your life that come up without avoiding them? Healthy sleep? Good physical health? And healthy diet? Use the scores to see which areas in your life could be the cause of your unhappiness. Focus on the lowest scores first, as they will make the biggest impact. If you are in the position that all the scores are low, then you are in a good position to start. It means that a lot of little changes could make a huge improvement to the way you currently feel. Once you have begun on the road to change, use this checklist and rescore your life to see where you need to focus on next. It can be used as motivation and a source of gratitude. The next step would be to find triggers to your negative feelings. What consistently begins a period of unhappiness? Is there someone or something that triggers you? What thoughts do you have that make you feel worse? Which section from the checklist, if at a 5, would prevent this trigger from affecting you? Once you've identified enough triggers, you can start building good habits slowly day by day that increase your resilience against negative emotions. Well, OP, that is quite the useful post. Again, more of an advice piece than necessarily a story, but still something definitely useful to keep in mind, and something that I don't think any of us can use the excuse of not enough time right now to be able to sit down and do. It's definitely a good starting point of being able to do some self-analysis and realizing what things you can and should improve on in your life. Even the simple things, such as getting the right amount of sleep, not too little, not too much, or just making sure that you're eating 3 meals a day and at least somewhat healthy, can be a huge game changer. Frankly, it's amazing how stark it can be to just put pen to paper on something like this and see the hard numbers staring you back in the face. You've put together a good list here, and I really appreciate that you've done so. It's definitely given me some things to think about, and I'll probably be doing this in the coming days. Wherever you're at right now, though, I really do wish you the best, and thank you again so much for the post. That was r/self-improvement, and if you want more inspiring stories of people making changes in their lives for the better, then go ahead and check out that playlist link in the description below. Now you guys go out there, have a great day, I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'm Exile451. Stay beautiful, people.